prosecutors have way too much power as far as just like, I want to go after you or I don't. You know what I mean? Like you could get away with like probably pretty blatant murder in like Florida in a self-defense shooting, just because that's how the prosecutors in Florida interpret it, versus like California, you could have 100% justified self-defense shooting and they're coming after you for murder just because that's how the prosecutor feels about it.
You're about to get me on my soapbox, buddy.
I think that's insane. Let's go. I'm here for
Cody's
it.
pumping.
No, okay.
I just saw Cody do the fucking Henry Cavill arm reload.
Let's go. I want to hear it.
Daniel Penny.
Yeah.
Fucking New York. You got a guy who was threatening fucking old women and other people on the train. He put him in a chokehold. The guy just happened to fucking die. And then he was drugged through the fucking dirt for months.
Because Homeboy was saying, like, somebody on this train's going to fucking die.
Yeah, he was like, someone's going to fucking die.
Somebody's gonna.
Oh my God, he could read the future.
Like if that happened,
read the future.
If that happened in Texas, like any prosecutor in Texas, hopefully any prosecutor except for some in Austin, they probably would have been like, he was completely taking care of the women and the children and the people on that train. But in New York, you fucking choke some dude out who's threatening poor people, like young poor people, like old people. And no, he gets put in fucking prison the next day.
They dropped the.
It worked out. It worked out though.
Like I've brought this up before, but like I'm so close to Minnesota, like it's an issue because like I go to Minnesota so much and they don't recognize a concealed carry permit and they have super strict gun laws. And like in Minnesota, there was a court case I was following where a woman was at home alone with her kids and she heard something in her garage. So she grabbed her gun, went out to her garage to investigate, and it was a burglar that then attacked her and she shot him and killed him.
Good.
Prosecuted for fucking murder because it was a detached garage.
Oh, fuck you.
She didn't have the fucking legal... She had a duty to retreat. And she shouldn't have went out there and gotten attacked in the first place.
Fucking dipshit, some fucking dipshit attorney that was just like, oh, well, by technicality.
But I mean,
it's like, are you not looking at the fact that a woman was defending her fucking house and family?
That's my whole thing. Is like, I almost don't think that plea deals should be a thing because plea deals are literally just like, oh, I'm an attorney with a 98% conviction rate, blah, blah, blah. And if I let somebody off with a plea deal that ruins their life, even though I know they're innocent, I'm going to get them to plead guilty and lose gun rights and have to be on probation instead. Then I get to maintain my fucking record or whatever.
Cody's about to fucking explode.
Go. I want to hear it.
Well, Angry Old Man episode. I like it.
Yeah, the other Subway thing that just happened, man. You had these 5 dudes.
Daniel Penny Part 2.
Yeah, well, you had these 5 dudes.
That's when
he's back on the subway.
Questioning stuff. He went back down and choked somebody else out and killed him.
There was a Subway as a New York, of course, a New York City fucking Subway again. And you had these 5 guys. They went and they stole, a homeless man fell asleep, and they went and they stole his bag. So he wakes up, he hits one of them. He just like slaps him across the mouth. And so they beat the fuck out of him. And he falls down. And then they go to their car with his bags, and he goes back to retrieve his bags, and they start punching him in the back of the head. And so he fucking he pulls out a knife, and he stabs 2 of them, kills one of them, and they arrested him, and like everything was fine. They're like, yeah, this is total self-defense. But his attorney, you remember the attorney? On that video I showed you, the attorney said it's a garden variety robbery, and he turned it into a murder.
The prosecutor.
Oh God.
Yeah, the attorney or the attorney of one of the guys that robbed him.
Right.
He was like, this was just a garden variety robbery. Why did he have to hurt someone? Like the sheer fucking fact that someone has to say garden variety robbery. That is so fucking...
He escalated it to that next level. He was just going to take his bag and leave versus the idea. And a lot of people, I know California, they have that duty to retreat's great.
Yeah.
That is the most...
A handful of states still have that.
In some states and not in others.
With the duty of retreat, it is, and you get to see it.
Even with Castle
I got a gun. I got to run.
Doctrine.
I got to get out. Even I have a gun. They're breaking in. My job to get my family out
Just
safely.
to run away and let them steal
I
all my
don't
shit.
necessarily think that that's true for your domicile.
No,
I think
California,
duty
that's the
retreat,
hard
that's
part.
usually
There's
like-
another.
So no,
It depends on what
California
state
has
you're
a
in.
problem.
castle
right now.
doctrine, your traditional castle doctrine, if you are in your residence where you sleep, you
Yeah.
can defend yourself. But some, like California, I don't think recognizes castle doctrine to that degree. And California has a duty to retreat. So you literally have to be backed into a corner with no reasonable exits before
Right.
you're allowed to fire.
Because I know that there's certain other states too where it's like, even though they recognize castle doctrine, if you're in public, let's say you get into an altercation in public and somebody pulls out a knife, you have a duty to try to get out of the situation, legally speaking, before you're allowed to shoot the person.
insane.
Which is fucking insane.
Well, and like I said, it depends on what state you're in, which
Yeah.
is fucked up, dude.
Appropriate.
Like I feel like if someone steals a fucking candy bar from me, I should be able to kill you.
I mean, well,
I'm sorry, that's mine.
The thing
here
that
for it.
drives me crazy when people make that argument, they're like, "Oh, so you're saying that somebody's life is less valuable than your stuff?" I'm like,
Yes.
No, it's not what I said.
am.
What I said was, the minute you're willing to take my stuff, the life of someone who's willing to steal my shit is worth less than my stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes perfect sense.
You made that decision, not me.
Yeah, you. The minute
Yeah.
you tried to break into my shit.
The
You
appropriate,
made that decision.
appropriate force in self-defense is the one that California has weird. They get tied up a lot of time. It's like, well, they didn't. You had a gun. They had a knife. That was. You used more.
That's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing on the planet.
Sorry,
You wanna-
I'm better at it.
You want to know the
And knives are fucking terrifying.
You
to
wanna
me,
know-
sorry.
Yeah.
Like, knives are
Yeah.
fucking
No.
terrifying.
That
I'm
fucking
sorry,
mall
I'm-
video where the guy gets it in the fucking throat and like you just
Yeah, I've only
knives
done,
suck.
I don't know, 1,022 videos on this. Yeah, a knife is fucking dangerous. You get a poke, like you were talking, the mall video. The dude
Yeah.
just went boop, and guy was dead in 30 seconds.
The guy was dead the moment that knife left. Is fucking.
Yeah, you can't
It's
stop
like,
it.
yeah,
Like you're screwed.
You want to know the hardest marketing campaign of all time? This fucking Samuel Colt when he came out with the revolver. The Colt's marketing campaign after Colt came up with the revolver. So like this is like the first time that it became practical to stray away from fucking muskets. You know what I mean? So the
'cause it
marketing
was the Colt Patterson, I believe. It was like 1841 or
Yeah.
some shit. Like
That-
really early.
their marketing slogan when the revolver came out was God created man, Samuel Colt made them equal. And it's the hardest marketing campaign of all
Yeah.
time.
That makes me think
Yeah,
of
That's fucking awesome.
what's
That's
the
good.
Last Samurai? Remember fucking Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
the first of it?
Yeah.
I think that was what he was marketing then.
Oh yeah,
the,
when he was like
the repeating rifle. He was
Yeah.
just like
shit wreck.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a while, man. Wasn't he like
great
a
movie.
little bighorn survivor or something like that?
Yeah.
yeah, he went through a lot.
Which I didn't realize until recently. That Red Dead video I did, where like we had one of the what was it, the Springfield trapdoors.
Yeah.
I had the same ejector malfunction or extractor malfunction. Like it fucking broke the gun, and everybody in the comment was like, "That's what lost Little Bighorn." It's
Oh, no
straight
shit.
up the same malfunction. They're like, "Yep, no, that's not your reproduction. That just happens."